It's the last video of the year. Let's do this. What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between? It's me, NYE, and I'm here to present you with some greatness. It's over. It's done. Everything's done. Ugh. It's the end of 2019, which marks the end of a year, also the end of a decade, and in some instances the end of an era. 2019 has been dope, you guys. Despite all the bullshit that's been going on, I feel like 2019 is cute. I said this on Twitter. 2019 is like that one Sega Genesis cartridge that you like blow on to get to work because you really love it, but like it's giving you shit. That's what I feel like this year is. Like, some great things have happened to me this year. Needless to say, it's the end of the year and it's time for the last tutorial of 2019. Today I'm going to be doing my version of like a New Year's Eve holiday glam, night on the town makeup look. It's going to be yeah, very glam, very fresh face, if you will. This face is stunning. And looks just good up close, so yeah. Let's watch this because I want y'all to see this masterpiece. Alright, you guys, if it's your first time here, hi, welcome, hello, welcome to the Fireflies family. I know you're looking, I know you see us, and I know you want to join in, and you can. And you don't even have to pay anything. Just subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload, and join in on our shenanigans because this is cute and this is gonna be big next year, so you should subscribe. Alright, you guys, without further ado, we're gonna get right into this video, the last video of 2019, the last tutorial you'll need of this year. This is a how-to on this super glam face, this gorgeous beat right here. So let's go. Oh, last time I'm playing this intro, check it out. Can you imagine I'm doing an actual tutorial and not like some crazy ass tutorial, like just a regular ass tutorial? In my head, this is like a party, long time. This is a makeup for like party or event. Obviously like New Year's is like coming up. This video will be out on New Year's Day, so but you can use this for like any kind of party, to be completely honest. So first up is prep work. So I'm going to do a nice little lip scrub and lip balm moment. Kiss up. I'm going to prime my face. I Heart Revolution sent these primers over earlier this year. They're like 5 different primers, and I've been loving some of them already. This is the first one I'm using these two. This is the Banana Split Radiance primer with vitamin C and E, and the Coconut Dream Hydrating primer with vitamin C. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, so I'm basically gonna use these because the look I'm doing is very like hydrating, if you will. So I'm gonna first start with the Coconut Dream primer and apply that all over. And then I'm actually going to take the Banana Split primer and I'm going to, there we go. And this is a radiating primer, so it's got a little bit of glow to it. So what I'm actually going to do is take that and just apply that on like the high parts of my face. Because I feel like with these kind of primers, it's like, I don't want my entire face shining, right? I just want like, and using the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Square Foundation, I'm going to be mixing 525 and 520. And then one more thing before I do all this, or two more actually. I'm doing the most today. I'm going to take the Farsali liquid glass serum and apply a few drops of that because the goal here is to look like money, especially if this is a New Year's party. So like, yeah. And then I'm just going to blend that in. I'm going to find a brush. Oh my gosh, I need a brush. And one thing I've been doing lately, because my nose sweats so much, is that I don't apply foundation directly to my nose anymore. I'll do it like, I'll apply it to the rest of my face, and then whatever's left on my brush, I'll put it there. So I'm actually going to take that L'Oreal foundation in the shade 545 and use that to contour, specifically in the places where I want the most depth, because I'm going to go over it with a powder. And again, just focusing that really in the depths of the face, because again, I'm going to go over it with powder, but I like to use creams and liquids in the areas where I want to define the most part of the effect, whatever. Now I'm going to conceal. I'm using the Pretty Fresh concealer from Colourpop. This is their newest hydrating concealer. What I will say though is that you can't let this sit for too long. Like I like to let my concealer sit. You really can't let this sit too long because it will dry down fast. And right before I blend that out, I'm going to take the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist and use that to help make it a bit easier to move around. Setting the under eye with the black Radiance loose setting powder, and I'm going to use a brush because I don't want my face to get too matte in the process. So now I'm going to powder the rest of the face. I just thought about it. I'm using the Milk Makeup Translucent Deep Powder, and I am powdering the rest of my face. However, this powder is more of a hydrating powder, so my face doesn't get too matte or caked up using it. It's just going to keep everything in place. And I'm putting this more so around the perimeter on my face. Now to contour and bronze. I'm going to take the MakeupGeek contour powder in Deal Breaker, which is one of my favorite contour powders. And I'm applying that right over the places where I put the liquid contour first. And then I'm just going to blend that out. So that liquid still gives it some depth, but it also doesn't let it start. I'm taking the Hoola Toasted Bronzer from Benefit, which is crazy because at one point I used to think this was never going to work for me. And clearly she does what she needs. Sometimes bronzers can run, the deeper they run, the more red they run, and although red is great for certain complexions, I don't look good with red based products. Like I personally don't reach for them the most. Like I have a Becca bronzer that's very red, and I'm like, yeah, you know, whatever. It's cute to have, but this is like a party glam type of look, so I want to like contour my nose, but I don't want it to be super stark because I'm getting to a point where I don't necessarily like contour my nose as much. So I'm going to take my bronzer and use that to contour. And the contour I'm going to do is very light. It's not going to be like super chiseled. It's more so like I just started my diet and I've lost 5 pounds, which I need to do. My baking is going to more so focus on like carving out my contour and keeping my nose from running all over the place. So, of course, I strip down the middle, a little bit on the sides, not a lot, and then carve out the bottom of the contour. If I can get the powder. Oh, complexion on 10. Now let's move into the eyes. Alright, so here's where the explanation comes from. So I wanted to do more of like a bushy, combed out brow sort of moment because, I don't know, what I did was take a little bit of like glue that I use when I block my brows down and just did one layer. And there you go. So what I'm going to do is actually just, you know, give my brows more of a shape and look like brows. So I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty, what is this called? The Fenty Beauty Brow MVP and just draw some hair strokes in. Focusing more on the outside of my brow because that's where I have no brow. Ooh, la 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 la. Oh God. Ooh, that was atrocious. Oh, Dandy Kane. I mean, like, before Dandy Kane was Dandy Kane. La 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 la. The product's looking sickening. I'm here for it. Okay, cool. Spray my face with this brand that makes setting powder. More setting spray. I'm not going to tell you who it is. First, I'm going to prime my eyes using the ABH primer. So what I'm going to do is start with the Going Coconuts palette from Colourpop. And I'm going to do a simple neutral smoked out sort of only one, two. You guys know how to blend eyeshadow. I'm going to start with the shade Nutty, which is a dark cool tone brown, and apply that into the crease. Next, I'm going to take the shade Lovely Bunch, which is right here. This is more of a neutral cool tone, soft brown, whatever. And I'm putting that right up in and blending. Right up in where? I don't know, but right up in here. I'm using that just to soften out that dark brown from earlier, as well as giving us the transition moment. Alright, now let's get into some more fun here. I'm going to take in, taking the angled brush, I'm going to go into HIPDOT's newest palette. This is the Opulence palette. I'm going to take the shade Sultry, which is this dark chocolate brown. The shade is actually a little bit darker than the deep brown from the Colourpop palette. So that's why I'm using this. And I'm going to define my crease even more. And this doesn't have to be like perfect. I'm just using this just to like make a new crease, if you will. And then going back in and just blending that. Damn. Then blending that out. Now what I'm going to do is take some glue. The reason why is because I'm going to be using the shade Lavish, which is a pressed glitter. And what I can tell you guys is that HIPDOT's pressed glitters are really nice in that they don't necessarily need glue. However, I feel like it works better. It helps it to last longer. And why not? So we're taking some of the NYX glitter glue. I feel like a cream glue is going to work better than a liquid glue in this situation. So I'm going to take that and apply that over the lid using that dark brown that we just applied as a guideline. And then just taking a brush and applying the glitter. Pressed glitters have come so far. Remember those Wet n Wild pressed glitters that everyone used to have that is really just Vaseline with glitter mixed in? Gross. I'm going to take the shade Extra, which is a metallic copper shade, and I'm just going to stamp that right on top of the outer part of that glitter we just put down. Here's a trick of the trade. So like when you're blending out like your shadows and doing looks like this, obviously mattes are easier to work with and do this kind of look with, but if you're using like a glitter, the best thing to do is use a metallic to blend that out instead of a matte, because metallics are also reflective, but they also lay differently. Like metallics have like a metallics aren't made like mattes, so when you're blending them out, they, you know, words. I'm making sense here, okay? I know what I'm talking about. Long story short, to help blend out your glitters, use metallics instead of mattes. Okay? Damn. Then going back in with Nutty from the Colourpop palette and just stamping that on the outer edge. And blending that. And of course, matte bend glitter on, you know what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm saying here. Ooh, that looks really good. That looks good. So we're going to move on into the bottom lash line. This is going to be really easy. I'm going to take a black liner and line in there. Working with golds and bronzes, and so there's a warm presence here. and I want to counterbalance that with a cool tone. So I'm going to take out of the HIPDOT Opulence palette the shade Power. Power is a blue metallic, and it has a little bit of like red specks in it as well. Put that on the lash line. That blue is stunning. That is a good shade. I'm gonna go back into the coconut palette one more time and take, oh my god, I'm going to take the shade Lovely Bunch again and use that to blend out the bottom. It'll soften. Going into the Opulence palette one more time. And this is my favorite part of this look, honestly. I'm going to take the shade Rain. Rain is so pretty. It's a white gold. So it's a shivering white gold, as some of the girls like to say. And I'm going to take that in the inner corner. And also up into the crease, just a hair. Oh god, the way that that looks. Come on. Hit that, y'all did that. Y'all did that. Like the way it bounces off of that glitter. Things are gonna get challenging here. So now you could leave the look like this. You know, this is cute. I want to do a liner. You guys know I suck at liners, so pray for me. I'm taking the Lollipop liner from a beauty bakery, and on the wing and a prayer, we're gonna get this. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Wow, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Almost done with the eyes, just gonna throw on mascara. This is the On The Rise Volumizing Mascara. Woo! Look at that eye. That eye looks sick. I am going to go and put on lashes, and we'll be back to finish up the rest of the day. The eyes are done. This is one of my favorite eye looks ever in terms of like a glam moment. The lashes I'm using are the Bliss lashes from Hustle and Glow, by the way, so just throwing that out there. But let's finish out the face, shall we? To start with, I'm going to take the ABH Amrezy press highlighter, because this highlighter is very similar to that inner corner without being too crazy. Amrezy girl, you should like do a collection based off of this highlighter. Just throwing that out there. And for blush, I'm taking the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Red Vino, which is my favorite for deep complexion, especially since it has some gold micas in it to help tie all of this together. Setting my face again with that brand that makes setting sprays that we don't mention. And to finish up the lips, I'm going to first take the Colourpop lip pencil in BFF number 4. And then I'm going to take from Oma Beauty the Badass lipstick in the shade Aretha, which is like my favorite bullet lipstick. And that, my friends, is the complete look. Stunning. Alright guys, like I said, this is the complete look. This is my holiday party evening glam tutorial, if you will. I don't want to limit it just to like New Year's, because obviously that's what today is, New Year's Eve. But you can wear this makeup to like any party that you want to. You guys can wear this look to any party that you want to, anything that you feel like getting OD glam on. I feel like this is like quintessential super glam, hyper glam, if you will. And I love it. Like, I don't do like, you guys know I don't do a lot of glam. I do, my looks tend to go out there, but I do like this look a lot. Like, stunning. For a full list of products that I use, everything will be in the description box below, so you guys can look there. And yeah, this is it. This is the last video of 2019. It's been great. Thank you guys so much for all your support in 2019. I hit 2K followers in 2019. I got a lot of opportunities that came my way this year. I got to go to LA, I got to go to my first brand launch, I got to get on different PR lists and work with different brands hands-on in terms of like representation and things. Like, I feel like this year has been a year for me in terms of defining who I am in this beauty space. I feel like my voice has been found, and I feel like everything can only go up from here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for your love and support. Thank you to each person who subscribes to my channel, watches my video, likes my posts on Instagram, follows me on Twitter, everything. Thank you guys so much. I truly do appreciate it. And I'm really excited about 2020. I have a lot of great concepts in 2020. I want to get more into like a creative side, if you will. Obviously not in terms of like my actual makeup, because like you guys know, not to brag, but I'm very creative when it comes to that. But I want to like play around with the concepts I do in terms of my videos. So 2020, hopefully you guys will see, you're going to still see like reviews and demos and tutorials, but I want to play with skits and I want to play with other ideas. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it will go well. And yeah, but thank you, truly, just thank you to each and every person that supports in every way that they can. I truly do appreciate it from the bottom of my big black beautiful heart. So thank you. If you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, then go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up, like, and support. It means so much. Also, if you want to continue seeing my face on your YouTube feed in 2020, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload. I have some cute ass ideas coming up. Like, yeah, the next two videos that I have are going to be really cute. Like, they're already ready to go, so they're going to be coming really soon. But subscribe to the channel and support and join the Fireflies family. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media accounts. That is Neon MUA on Instagram, Twitter, as well as Snapchat. Love to have you guys be a part of the family over there as well. I just posted my top 15 looks of 2019 on Instagram, and surprisingly I posted what is the best look I've ever done on Twitter. So but go ahead and follow on all the socials. That's the best way to keep up with me, interact with me, and get all the need to know when it comes to me. So alright you guys, that is the end of this video and the end of another year. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, and until next time, take care. Later. Oh my gosh, it's over. Whoa, that's weird. Bye.